Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Expeditions Conquistador. Now let's head up to Texcoco, I think. That is the closest, so we might as well do that. And we have not been there. I don't know why. Well, I mean, Coyote might... Oh dear. I am almost out of movement. That's not good. That is some odd clipping with the city barrier thing. Coyote sounds familiar, and not from previous, I mean, I don't know, it just seems like I remember it from earlier in this, playthrough. I mean, I could be just mixed up and thinking of, the, LPs that I've watched before of this game, but I don't know. Anyway. Let's head to Texcoco. The region surrounding the lake is so well populated that you probably wouldn't recognize Texcoco as a distinct city if you didn't know that it is. It almost seems like an extension of Tenochtitlan. Thousands upon thousands of people fill its streets, and the crowds part as you move towards the city center. You feel like a shark swimming through an ocean full of fish. Let's find a warrior. You spot a warrior on duty in one of the city's central plazas. He looks increasingly intimidated the closer you get. I seek an eagle warrior called Coyote. The man stares at you with his mouth wide open, paralyzed. Then, just as you're about to give in to the temptation to push his chest to see if he'd topple like a statue, he turns and runs off between the buildings. You raise your eyebrows and look to your followers, but they can only shrug in return. Alright, let's wait. A few minutes later, a tall warrior emerges around the corner, trailed by 5 subordinates. He's wearing the costume of the Aztecs' elite eagle warriors, but it's clearly seen some heavy use and has been repaired in several places with whatever fabrics were at hand. He stops dead in his tracks when he sees you and frowns. His hands move instinctively to the makuatl at his side. He turns and speaks to the warrior from before, but your interpreter hears what he's saying and translates. These are the people who asked for me? The young warrior simply nods. Coyote scrutinizes you. By name? The warrior nods again. That's right. Coyote regards you wearily. Shouldn't that be warily? Then he takes another few steps towards you, never letting down his guard. My name is Coyote, and I am the leader of the Aztec warriors in Texcoco. I am AuldDragon. Why have you summoned me here, child of the sun? I am here on behalf of Matlal. His face drops ever so subtly. I expect you have not come to deliver corn and seeds. I have been sent to make you back off. Coyote nods gravely. And are you set on completing this mission? I'm afraid there will be no dissuading me. Nah, I might be persuaded to change my mind. I think I'll hear your version of things first. Yes. He lifts his chin and gives you a sideways look. We should discuss this in private. Please accompany me to our compound. Let's follow him. Coyote takes you to a compound just outside the center of the city, where he and his people live. They are clearly not temporary accommodations. A military barracks consisting of 4 buildings in the Aztec style, arranged around a small square. The Eagle Warrior beckons you into the smallest building, which appears to be his home. He sits on the floor at a low table and motions for you to join him. He looks tired. Soda to soothe my dry throat. Matlal outright asked you to kill me? He was a little more subtle, but only a little. There was no doubt what he was asking. What did he promise you in return? Metals. I assume gold, maybe iron for weapons. He glances at your breastplate. I have been charged with defending the people north of the city from the Totenac and other enemies. In truth, I suspect the nobles are more worried about insurrection than invasion, but it doesn't matter. People here are no threat, and they don't need defending. He leans forward. They need help. The people who live on the outskirts of the city are sick and they're starving. There are too few healthy people to farm the land, and Tenochtitlan does nothing. My superiors maintain I have no responsibility towards these people beyond defending them, but that's a load of nonsense. You want Motlal to help you feed them? It's not a solution, but it would keep them going until this disease blows over. With corn and seeds from Motlal and the other merchants, we could feed the citizens until they can once again feed themselves. Perhaps there's another solution. Simply taking what we need from the merchants? I would bring your cause to the attention of the Emperor. Coyotl snorts. The Emperor has already been made aware of the situation. The Emperor is sympathetic to the plight of the commoners. The Emperor is sympathetic to the plight of the commoners, and he will see what he can do, which for the past month has been absolutely nothing. I have food to spare. Coyotl's eyebrows soar dramatically. How much will you part with? Produce a ration. You produce a ration from your bag, and Coyotl inspects it with great interest. He chuckles. It may take a while for these starving people to get used to military rations, but this will do. I would say 1 bag of corn and seeds from Motlal would roughly amount to 5 of these rations. Can you spare 300 of them? It might be better to steal them. 300? That's asking far too much. That's what's needed to make any real difference. Then we must take what we need from the merchants. Don't think it hasn't crossed my mind. My warriors would never accept such an act, though. He pauses and tilts his head slightly. A sly smile crosses his lips. Would you be willing to assist me instead? I know where Motlal keeps his metals, and where his associates keep their seed. With 5 or 6 of your troops, you could break into the storage rooms and acquire both. And you? He frowns apologetically. I wish I could help you more directly, but my people must not suspect that I have been involved. They'll suspect when you mysteriously come to possess 70 sacks of seed. Coyotl smiles. Coyotl smiles slightly. Okay. Coyotl smiles slyly. That seed will be a donation from you. I will have had nothing to do with it. We'll get the seed for you. He stands up. I thank you, AuldDragon. I have grown tired of the apathy of Tenochtitlan's nobles towards the suffering of their people. Though it comes from a most unexpected place, I am happy to see that there is still compassion in the world. Return to me with the goods, and I will aid you in distributing it. Okay, so I have a new goal to raid the market. I might hold off on doing that. Let's head up to Quatitlan first. And I'm not going to get very far. Nope. Well, gonna have a crappy time guarding. Anyone need to do anything else? Nope. Alright, let's camp. Got 10 meat, nothing bad happened. Excellent. Alright, let's head up. Do a little dance as we pass by that one spot for some reason. We're not gonna make it. Alright. There we go. We'll continue doing what we're doing. Let's camp. Gained 126 valuables and 10 meat. Excellent. Alright, let's see. I forget what was what. Alright, that's the market. Let's hold off on that. Let's talk to... Let's do this part first. Nothing noticeable has changed in Quatitlan. It's still the monument to misery and despair that you remember. I've come to collect the food you owe to Tenochtitlan. Izquantly attempts to growl in anger, which he may once have been able to pull off into an intimidating effect, but now it simply turns into a predictable coughing fit. Look around, white woman. Do you see much food to take? Does our market overflow with tributes stolen from poor, famished Tenochtitlan? You're right, of course, but Tenochtitlan needs food as well. I'm sure they do, but they are hundreds of thousands of people concentrated upon a tiny island. How will they feed themselves if not with the support of hard-working farmers for miles and miles around? They might have considered that before they left us to rot in our disease and famine. Let's find a solution to this problem so everyone can eat. The chieftain sighs. It makes a prolonged rattling sound. The food is hidden because we know Tenochtitlan would come for its dues, but we will starve without it. These are our last reserves, and we pray to all the gods that it will keep us going through the damnable plague. So we could go diplomacy hard. I sympathize with your plight, but you have to pay your debts. I can buy the food from you, but not at full price. Or... Alright, we'll try something else. Search for any clues as to where they've hidden the food. Or you leave me with no choice. Round up all the males in town and bring them here. Or, fine, you win. We'll return to Tenochtitlan and tell them that you have no food to give. I'll go with that. At first the chieftain looks apprehensive. When he realizes that you mean it, he breathes the longest, most overt sigh of relief you've ever heard. So you are a good woman after all. The people of Tenochtitlan thanks you, with what's left of our hearts. I will not claim that I understand what consequences this will have for you, but whatever happens in Tenochtitlan, remember that you have granted a desperate and defeated people a final glimmer of hope. Well, that's good. Anything different happen here? Nope. Ask a villager to follow you to Tenochtitlan. You wander around the village for a while until you find a young man with obvious signs of smallpox. You take him aside and ask if he would be willing to travel to Tenochtitlan with you to see a shaman. The young man, who is called Ikuatli, appears relieved and hopeful at the prospect of getting out of the village. You agree to meet up at the outskirts of the village when you leave. Unfortunately, word that there may be a way out of this hell spreads like wildfire. You soon find yourself surrounded by starving villagers looking at you to liberate them. Let's go with diplomacy hard. Try to calm them down. You manage to calm them down before the situation escalates and explain to them that you can only bring one person. They discuss amongst themselves for a while and agree Ikuatli should be the one to join you. Let's leave the village. Sweet! I'm getting experience for that? I should have gotten experience for that. As you leave the village, you find Ikuatli standing where you agreed to meet, and he joins your party. Followers keep their distance from him as they don't want to catch his disease. Oh, okay. Well, let's head back to the house. Plague train coming through. Plagues for everyone who wants a plague. I got plagues. Plagues for everyone. I am not going to get there. Okay, how about if we get off the road to there? There we go. Everyone's still doing stuff that I want? Yep, that's fine. Let's camp. Gained 124 valuables and gained 15 meat. Not bad. Hi, Coyote. There we go. You return with Ikuatli in tow, who is obviously impressed with the buildings and the size of the city. People stop and stare at the spotted man, but he seems oblivious to the attention he's getting, entirely focused on his surroundings. When you enter the plaza, Potli greets you with open arms and a large smile on his face, which, much to your disbelief, becomes even bigger as he spots the patient you've brought along. By the gods! It's even more amazing than I imagined! Come, my poor friend, let me have a look at you. Potli offers you to wait in the plaza as he leads Ikuatli to his house. He is gone for a long time, and you and your men wait in the sun. Just as you are about to leave, Potli steps back outside. He hands Ikuatli a small bag, for which the boy seems very grateful. Potli speaks a few words to the boy, though he is too far away for your translator to make any sense of it. Oh, gained 50 experience points out of that. Finally, Potley gives the boy a small piece of what looks like bark, and Ukuwatli looks awestruck. Potley then turns and walks towards you. Ukuwatli wanders off the way you came, looking intently at whatever Potley gave him, not paying attention to where he's walking. What did you tell him? I've sent the boy home. Don't worry. I gave him some remedies and supplies for the journey. He'll be fine. Before you leave, I want to thank you for bringing him here. Unfortunately, I don't have much to offer in terms of worldly goods. However, thank you for letting me examine this man. The crusts and boils I gathered will no doubt yield a lot of knowledge. I can't offer much as a thank you. In terms of worldly goods, however... Go on. I am tired of treating the same ailments every day. While it gives me pleasure to help the sick, I feel I may make more of a difference in service to you. Potley looks earnest, yet optimistic, with an ever-present smile. His experience as a doctor is evident all around you, and speaks for itself. Why not? Potley has gained morale. Kakama has gained morale. Potley has joined your expedition. Potley breaks out in laughter. His joy is palpable and infectious, and your men can't help but smile despite whatever prejudice they may harbor. Potley excuses himself for a moment and runs inside his house, before re-emerging shortly after with a bindle slung over his shoulder. You can't help but notice a slight discoloration around the bottom of the bag. Let's inquire about the bag. You ask what's in the bag, to which Potley smiles and exclaims with great enthusiasm, "Hearts!" What? Are those human hearts? Pretend you didn't hear it and move on. Come again? Hearts! For the ground, so that they may blossom. Some of your expedition members look at you with an expression of doubt and repulsion, no doubt wondering what kind of a madman you've let join your expedition. Well, I'm sure it's okay. Let's take a look at him. Where is he? Potley! He's enthusiastic. He has no equipment. He is a recruit shaman. He's aggressive, open-minded, and adventurous. He's 35 years old. Potley is a bit of a mystery to you. As an Aztec healer from the city of Tenochtitlan, he is a skilled and experienced healer, but he speaks not a word of Spanish and largely keeps to himself during your travels. And most of your people seem perfectly happy with that. When you do interact with him through your interpreters, he is friendly, accommodating, and surprisingly funny. He has weapon proficiency, dagger, and poisoned tip. He's 8 herbalism already. That's pretty nice. 2 hunting and 2 tinkering. He is just a recruit, so I could bump him up for 100 experience points. Curse. Puts a penalty on the target's ranged accuracy and defense for 3 turns. Penalty on defense. That sucks. Anyway. I don't think I will promote him yet, because I do think I want to save up save up 600 experience points for someone else to increase them to an officer level. Alright, well, so we've done that. Oh, the Venerable AuldDragon. Huh. Well, I guess we'll head back into Tenochtitlan. We've got plenty of movement. Let's see. What if we go over here to the palace first? Yes, it's this guy. Quapiatl receives you in the palace gardens where you met Moctezuma, though the Emperor himself is not present. The royal guard informs me that you have returned empty-handed from Quatitlan. How can this be? General, the poverty of Quatitlan cannot be overstated. They have no food to give. A hard edge appears in his voice. None? Are they not still alive? Do they not still eat? They are themselves starving. My people searched their homes and found them empty. He sighs. I cannot offer you reward when your mission is a failure, regardless of whether or not the fault lies with you. Diplomacy medium. Unacceptable. I did as you requested, and I demand compensation. To withhold our promised reward would have detrimental effects on the relationship between my people and your empire. Gained 400 valuables and 50 experience points. Sweet. Quapiato sighs harder still and waves his hand. Yes, of course. Fine. I will have a token reward for your aid prepared and delivered to your people when we are done here. In the meantime, a more important matter has come up that may provide a better chance to improve our empire's trust in you. I'm all ears. Your interpreter clearly struggles a little with that idiom, and Quapiato's puzzled facial expression indicates that the translation didn't quite hit the mark. Yes, well, as you may be aware, there is a nation called Tlaxcala to the east. They have never been under our control, despite our best efforts, but they are now surrounded by our empire on all sides. I don't believe I have had any dealings with Tlaxcala yet. Very good. The fact that Tlaxcala has managed to resist us for so long makes them important. It has come to my attention that a group of nobles from Tenochtitlan, acting at their own behest, have arranged a secret diplomatic meeting with Tlaxcala to negotiate terms of peace. The Emperor does not desire peace? The Emperor desires nothing less than the subjugation of Tlaxcala and its full integration into the Aztec Empire. The nobles know this. We believe their plot calls for the assassination of the Emperor. I thought the Emperor was generally well liked. The Emperor is a great ruler who enjoys the love and respect of his people, but any great ruler has enemies. What shall we do about this? Quapiato smiles and frowns at the same time. The effect is somewhat menacing. It would please the Emperor greatly if unknown forces acting alone were to show up at the secret meeting and, for example, take the lives of everyone involved. Where is the meeting? Toltec Ruins has been added to your map, and goal started clandestine diplomacy. According to my sources, they are meeting in the ruins of a Toltec temple to the east, on the edge of the swamplands. It would be best if nobody makes it out alive. After pointing out the approximate location of the Toltec ruins on your map, Quapiato thanks you for your time, and you are once again escorted respectfully out of the palace. Oh, okay, so that's why the Toltec ruins were there. And I do think that we saw this, the tomb, but we couldn't interact with it in any way. So we've got that, and that's not the same as this event down here. I meant to click, I clicked on that, didn't I? That's just asking if we've done that. Let's leave. Okay. Well, it may be a good idea to go do that quest right now, just for the heck of it. So, let's go. Let's go do that one. Alright, Potley. I'm up to 16 people now, but I'll also just have you hunt. I don't really need to do any more herbalism. Well, actually, let's see. Herbalism. And herbalism. Let's just take care of all of the herbalism right now. Let's camp. Gain 9 rations and 9 meat. Excellent. Alright, I think we can get there in just one day. Whee! Okay, not quite. Well, actually, I think we are here. It's just a question of where we may get into an event with them. Alright, well. You hunt, and you hunt. 94%. It's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and camp. Backfire! Oh, great. Gained 8 meat, at least. Oh, interesting. 8 meat is now a meager catch. A deafening blast resounds from the workbenches in the back of the camp. Oh, Julio, what are you doing again? Get into the medical tent at once and clean up this mess. There we go. Alright. Lost 5 metal. Oh, I guess we didn't actually get the item that he was working on. Alright, so let's see. There should be... I thought there was like a camp-like structure on the map out here. Let's head down towards this pass here, see if... oh! There's a pig. Can I get to the pig? I can. I think I can get to the pig. Let's go get the pig. Hey! Thank you, pig. Alright, well, let's camp again. I do need to do some preserving now. You've got critical burns. Hey, Patley can now treat. But I shall treat you. And... Gabriella, you preserve. There we go. Lost 34 wood. Wow, that is a lot. Gained 5 wood, though. Gained 16 meat. That's pretty good. Alright, so... What was that? I sworn there was a camp site looking thing in here somewhere. That's not it. Oh, you're still being treated. Let's put Gabriella back on hunting. And camp. Gained 17 meat. Julio has improved. Excellent. Let's go over this way. Yeah, that looks kind of like a camp right there. Looks like there's a dead campfire in there. Not sure what triggers this event. I mean, I've been through the area, but I didn't see anyone here. I can harvest medical herbs. Let's go ahead and have Pedro do that. I do need to preserve, so Teresa, you go ahead and preserve a little bit. You are still being treated. You've got moderate burns. Gain 6 rations, gain 6 meat, and 14 herbs. It is a very meager catch. There's some more herbs down here. What's that? Ancient temple. I don't remember this. Oh, let's go. That's something to take a look at. I do have to go through the area here. Alright. He's still being treated. Nothing to do nearby. Let's put you on herbalism. Let's put you on hunting. That's good. Let's camp. Julio is completely recovered. Excellent. What do we have in terms of medicine right now? 163. Alright, that's okay. Gained 11 meat. Gained 8 rations. Not bad. Let's go ahead and camp again. Julio on tinkering. I don't know if there's really anything else that we want right now. There are no other inventions to get. So, I think it's time for you to get back onto hunting. I think we really have enough stuff, so... Let's go ahead and camp. Gain 12 meat. Yeah. I've never been to this temple here. Let's go get that. That is not quite what I expected you to do, but okay, whatever. Let's actually have you harvest medical herbs instead of herbalism. Everything else is fine. Let's camp. Gain 12 meat, 14 herbs. Well, it wasn't exactly what I expected you to do, but wow, that is quite the path to go around here. Uh-oh, I'm gonna run out of movement soon. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and camp. 16 herbalism, but let's have you hunt. I'll wait until... Well, no, actually. Herbalism and herbalism. There we go. Let's camp. Gained 11 meat. That is all of our... there we go. All of our current herbs. We've got no more herbs and spices. Little pathway out here. Okay. Did not know about this area. Alright, go back to hunting and hunting. Nothing to preserve, so... Let's go. Camp. Gained 1 equipment and 13 meat. But I think we will call this an episode, and in the next one we'll go visit this ancient temple that I didn't even know was there. See you next time, everyone.